Football is a beautiful game, but sometimes it can also be bizarre and crazy. From players who almost died, others who have had notorious affairs, right up to players who got into fights with their own teammates. Today, we will reveal some of the most shocking and unbelievable stories that surround the game of football. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos like this one. Number 10. Balotelli's Bib Trouble. We start our countdown with one of the most eccentric and controversial players in recent football history, Mario Balotelli. The Italian striker is known for his antics on and off the pitch, but one of the most hilarious moments came in 2011, when he was playing for Manchester City. Before a Europa League match against Ukrainian side Dynamo Kyiv, Balotelli was warming up with his teammates. However, when he tried to put on his training bib, he struggled to do so for several minutes. He couldn't figure out how to place the bib over his head. He tried different ways, but none of them worked. He even asked for help from his fellow players and staff, but they could not help him either. The whole scene was captured on camera and went viral on the internet as people laughed at Balotelli's inability to perform such a simple task. Balotelli eventually gave up and threw the bib away in frustration. Number 9. Beckenbauer's phone number. Next, we have an odd situation that involves one of the greatest players and managers of all time, Franz Beckenbauer. In 2006, the German legend, who won the World Cup as a player and as a coach, was invited by telecommunications company O2 to have his own special phone number. However, Beckenbauer made a huge mistake when he chose his number, as he picked one that had a prefix normally associated with special chat hotlines. As a result, he received hundreds of calls from strangers who were looking for some, well, let's just say, erotica. Beckenbauer was shocked and highly annoyed by the unwanted attention, so he had to change his number immediately. Number 8. Acuña's Captain Hook outfit. Moving on to number 8, we have Clarence Acuña, a former Newcastle United player. The Chilean midfielder was a member of the Newcastle United team that finished 4th in the 2002 Premier League season. He did, however, have a reputation for being a party animal, a reputation which landed him in trouble in 1999. After attending a Christmas party with his teammates, Acuña chose to drive home while dressed as Captain Hook. He was pulled over by police for erratic driving and given a warning for drunk driving. He also had to explain why he was dressed as a pirate, which had to be humiliating for anyone. Number 7. Terry and Fox's unforgettable urination extravaganza earns a solid 7th place in the Hall of Shame. Now, let's dive into the holiday havoc featuring none other than Chelsea's John Terry and West Ham's Hayden Fox. These two defenders, who had been as thick as thieves since their West Ham days, decided to spread some cheer together back in 2005. Little did they know that their bladders had other plans. After one too many drinks, they lost the battle for urinary control. Terry went for the classic pint glass approach, like a true connoisseur of bad decisions, while Fox opted for a more avant-garde club floor canvas technique. Naturally, the internet ate it all up, turning their public pee ventures into viral sensations and kicking off a scandal that will forever be etched in the annals of absurdity. Number 6. The dog that saved United. Now we have something that is more cute than crazy, but still very bizarre. It happened in 1949, when Manchester United were facing financial difficulties and were close to bankruptcy. The club needed to raise £15,000 to avoid going under, but they had no idea how to do so. That's when a dog named Major came to their rescue. Major was owned by United supporter Harold Edwards, who had bought 4 lottery tickets for a draw that offered £4,000 as the first prize. However, Edwards lost one of his tickets and could not find it anywhere. He searched everywhere in his house, but it was nowhere to be seen. He then realized that Major might have taken it, as he liked to play with paper. He checked Major's kennel and found the ticket there, along with some chewed-up newspapers. Edwards was overjoyed and checked the numbers on the ticket. To his astonishment, he had won the first prize. He immediately donated £3,750 to United and helped them survive their financial crisis. Major became a hero for United fans and was even invited to Old Trafford to meet the players and the manager. Number 5. The Chilean laughing ban. At number 5, we have a story that is more sad than funny, and yet still strange. It happened in 2007, when the Chilean under-21 national team was playing in the Toulon tournament held in France. The team had a good run and even reached the final, where they faced home team France. However, they lost 1-0 and had to settle for second place. After the match, the Chilean players were understandably disappointed, but they also tried to cheer up and have some fun. They laughed and joked with each other in the dressing room as they prepared to leave for the airport. However, their laughter was not appreciated by the Chilean Football Federation, which fined them for showing a lack of respect and professionalism. The federation claimed that the players had violated the code of conduct and tarnished the image of Chilean football. The players were shocked and outraged by the decision and argued that they had done absolutely nothing wrong. They said that they were just trying to cope with the defeat and that they had played with pride and passion throughout the entirety of the tournament. Number 4. The three halves match. Next, we have something that is more confusing than anything else. It happened in 1894 when Derby County faced Sunderland in a league match in England. The match was scheduled to start at 3:15 p.m., but the referee was late and did not arrive until 3:40 p.m. In his absence, another official took charge of the match, and it started at 3:30 p.m. He oversaw the first half, which ended with Sunderland leading 3-0. However, when the original referee arrived, he insisted that he should officiate the match and that it should start from scratch. He ignored the protests of both teams and restarted the match at 4:05 p.m. He then played another 2 halves of 45 minutes each, making the match last a total of 135 minutes. Sunderland still won the match, this time by 8-0. The match became known as the three halves match and is one of the most bizarre incidents in football history. Number 3. Adebayor's divine intervention. Moving on, we have something that is more miraculous than anything else and rather unbelievable. It happened in 2010 when Emmanuel Adebayor was playing for Manchester City. The Togolese striker was part of the Togolese Republic national team that traveled to Angola for the African Cup of Nations. However, on their way to their base camp, their bus was attacked by gunmen who opened fire on them. The attack lasted for 30 minutes and left 3 people dead and several others injured. Adebayor was unhurt, but he was very traumatized by the experience. He later revealed that he had a vision of his late father during the attack, who told him to duck down and stay calm. Adebayor said that his father's voice saved his life and that he felt his presence throughout the entire ordeal. Adebayor decided to quit international football after the attack, but he later returned to play for his country once again. Number 2. Zidane's headbutt. Next, we have one that is more infamous than anything else but still very shocking. It happened in 2006 when Zinedine Zidane was playing for France in the World Cup final against Italy. The French legend was having a great tournament and had scored a penalty in the first half to give his team the lead. However, in the second half, he got into an argument with Italian defender Marco Materazzi, who allegedly insulted his sister. Zidane lost his temper and headbutted Materazzi in the chest, knocking him down to the ground. The referee did not see the incident at first, but was alerted by the fourth official, who had seen it on a monitor. He then showed Zidane a red card and sent him off in disgrace. Zidane's headbutt became one of the most iconic moments in football history and overshadowed his brilliant career. France went on to lose the final on penalties, and Zidane retired from football after the match. What a way to go out. Number 1. Suarez's bite. And finally, at the number 1 spot, a situation that was more outrageous than any other in the history of the game, even making Mike Tyson raise an eyebrow. Luis Suarez's infamous bite incident remains one of the most contentious events in World Cup history. It occurred during the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, when Uruguay faced Italy in a pivotal group stage match. In the 79th minute, Suarez, a prominent striker for both Uruguay and Liverpool at the time, bit Italy's defender Giorgio Chiellini on the shoulder. Remarkably, despite Chiellini displaying the bite mark to the referee, Suarez went unpunished during the match. Uruguay secured a 1-0 victory, advancing to the knockout stage, leaving Italy eliminated. Notably, this wasn't the first time Suarez had bitten an opponent on the field. In 2010, he bit Otman Bakal of PSV Eindhoven during his tenure at Ajax in the Netherlands, resulting in a 7-game suspension. He also bit Branislav Ivanovic of Chelsea in 2013 while playing for Liverpool in the English Premier League, leading to a 10-game suspension. What a hungry guy. Throughout his career, Suarez never provided a clear explanation for his biting tendencies. In his autobiography, he attributed it to impulsive acts driven by frustration and pressure, asserting that biting was comparatively less harmful than other violent on-field actions, like tackling or elbowing. He claimed to have sought out psychiatric assistance to address this issue. Suarez faced significant backlash from both the media and the public following the Chiellini incident. FIFA imposed a 9-match ban and a 4-month suspension from all football activities. He also lost several sponsors and endorsements. Subsequently, Suarez issued an official apology to Chiellini and pledged to never repeat such behavior. In 2014, he transferred from Liverpool to Barcelona, where he established himself as one of the world's premier players once again, and without leaving his teeth marks on any La Liga players. What do you think, football fans? Did we miss something that should have been included in our list? Tell us in the comments below. And please, like, share, and subscribe for more interesting football videos.